In today's video, I'm reviewing these Chalkola paint markers, so stick around. Hello there and welcome. I'm Rachel from PencilStash, your one-stop shop for everything adult coloring related. Here we do tips and tricks, tutorials, demonstrations, and product reviews. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, or better yet, hit the bell button to be notified when I've uploaded new content. So recently, the good people at Chalkola sent me some paint markers to try out. Chalkola sent me this big boy set of jumbo tip markers, plus this 16-pack of premium wet white markers, which includes 10 chalk markers and then 6 metallic markers. I'll put a link to the Chalkola website as well as where you can get these on Amazon as links down in the show notes. Now, both of these are primarily for non-porous surfaces, such as whiteboards, chalkboards, glass, mirror, that kind of thing. But of course, my mind immediately went to adult coloring, and it made me think, could I use these similar to the Uniposca paint pens that I use to embellish my pages? And I was right. These jumbo tip 15mm markers were too large to use in the coloring pages, but I found plenty of other cool things to do with these, which I'll get into later on. So I focused my efforts with these 5.5mm tip markers and the 4.5mm metallic markers. All you have to do is give it a good shake, just like a Uniposca or even like a spray paint can. It'll make that noise. There's a ball inside, just like any other spray paint can. And you just got to shake it for probably about 30 seconds and then press down on that tip to get the flow of the marker going. Now you're probably going to have to do this a little bit more than you think, so just stick with it. I promise the paint will slowly start to come down that tip and then you'll be ready to go. And you only need to really do this once. The next time you go to use them, just give them another good shake and depress the tip and you should be all set. So again, this worked great in my adult coloring. Definitely going to use these to embellish my pages. And now I've got more awesome colors too than just the white one that I previously had. I particularly like the gold and silver metallic ones. They have that smaller 4.5mm tip, which is perfect for signing my finished pages. So what about those 15mm jumbo tip markers? In short, these bigger markers were great. I particularly enjoyed using them on glass and mirror, especially in the back window of my car. They went on incredibly smooth and just a very nice full coverage pigment. And they also have a nice quick drying time so that once that bottom first layer is dry, you can actually add layers on top so that you don't smear the layer underneath. These markers are great for road trips or even supporting your athlete or recent grad. And my kids using it on the sliding glass door was a great way to spend a cold Chicago winter day, and they loved it. Now let's go straight to the expert. Let's hear what my daughter Catherine had to say about these.
I drew a girl with like some stars and some squirrels and the moon around her. And there was a big variety of colors to use. But I gotta say this purple color was definitely my favorite. I would definitely recommend these to my friends, and I would even give them as gifts. They look really pretty, especially in the sunlight, and I will definitely use using these markers in the future.
Also, my personal favorite part about these is that they come off very, very easily. All you need is a simple window cleaner and cloth, and the paint comes off easily and doesn't leave any filmy residue like I've seen with some other window paint pens. Plus, they're water-based and non-toxic, so they're child-safe and supposedly will come out of clothes if you happen to have a messy little one or even a messy self, but thankfully I did not have to test this. The one struggle that I did have was using it on a chalkboard. Now, again, these are for non-porous surfaces, so you're going to want to use this on an actual chalkboard. But unfortunately, the only chalkboards that I have are ones that I've painted myself with chalkboard paint, which is not non-porous. So if you're going to use these on a porous surface, such as a chalkboard paint surface, this is going to be permanent. The marks will not wipe off. So if you're unsure of what your chalkboard material is, just do a tiny little test dot in the corner so that you can be sure whether or not it's porous or non-porous. So when I did mine, I actually liked the idea of doing a design that would stay and that would have that nice finished edge, crisp look that only a marker can give you, because sometimes regular school chalk leaves kind of that unfinished look. So because I don't always get everything right on the first try, I actually did all of my framework and my initial lettering in regular school chalk. And then once I was done, I was happy with the way that it looked. I did a layer or two over it with the jumbo tip markers. And then once I was done, I was happy with the way that everything looked. I just take a damp washcloth, kind of put it around my finger, and then I wipe off the regular school chalk lines that are still there. And you can just kind of go very, very nicely around the edges of each and just kind of wipe all those marks away. And then you're left with a beautiful finished product. This worked like a charm, but again, I did need to make 1 or 2 passes, maybe even 3, just to get the coverage that I was looking for. And on a regular, not painted chalkboard surface, these markers should wipe off just fine. So if I were you, I would buy this set for the kiddos in my life, or for any use on chalkboard, glass, or mirror. And then I would buy this set for use in artwork and adult coloring. And again, I will put the link to both in the show notes. Let me know down in the comments if you've used these markers before and what you thought of them, or if you want to get them and how you plan to use them. If you have any questions about what you've seen here or adult coloring in general, please let me know. I will answer as many as I can. Check out the rest of my YouTube tutorials on my channel, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button to get new content. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I will see you next time.